This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
You all ready for this?
This is a sham.
No.
Nope.
Y'all, just stop.
Get real.
Welcome to DVL. Hello, everyone.
Hey.
How's everybody doing?
I pulled the Tory and went to go put my water in underneath the desk, and Erica's Afro pick was right there. I was like, I feel like that's good luck. I'm ready to do the show now.
It is.
That is a behind the scenes, because if there's one thing that if I ever saw again, that pick, I'd be like, oh my God, that's backstage at DVL. That's been here for 7 years.
For sure, with his Listerine
I need
pack.
my pick.
Totally, the pick has
my
always
hair
been
gets
here.
small.
That's right. All right, we want that hair big. That's right. We're starting today with former President Donald Trump. As I'm sure many of you heard, he was invited to speak in front of the National Association of Black Journalists, and during it, he falsely questioned VP Kamala Harris's racial identity. Let's take a look at that.
She was always of Indian heritage, and she was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, and now she wants to be known as black. So I don't know, is she Indian or is she black?
Harris responded last night while at an event for a historically black sorority. Take a look.
Donald Trump spoke at the annual meeting of the National Association of Black Journalists. And it was the same old show. The divisiveness and the disrespect. And let me just say, the American people deserve better. The American people deserve a leader who tells the truth, a leader who does not respond with hostility and anger when confronted with the facts.
All right, so what do we all think about these comments, and how do you think Harris should respond to these types of attacks?
Okay. So I'm a member of NABJ, and I was supposed to be there this year, but it didn't fall in my calendar, so to speak. Apparently, it didn't fall in Kamala Harris's calendar either. The DNC, it takes place in Chicago starting on August 19th. Of course, every year, every election year, NABJ invites the respective presumptive nominees to the convention. Kamala Harris declined. I think now she's decided to maybe do something virtual. I felt like inviting Trump was a mistake. It was a very, people felt a lot of different things. I felt like it was a mistake. It wasn't like the elections of yore, where you would get someone with a dissenting opinion and there would be some kind of respectable discourse. But let's make no mistake about it. Trump questioning Kamala's ethnicity is not something Trump made up. This is something that has been happening very loudly, so I'm going to say something inside, outside, very loudly in circles with people of color. He is trumpeting that in order to put that message out there. Oh, she's your black candidate? She wasn't black yesterday. Kamala Harris is from Oakland, California. She went to Howard University, an HBCU on the other side of the country. She's an Alpha Kappa Alpha. I don't think that there's ever been a question that Kamala Harris has some portion of her identity to be black. Is she biracial? Of course she's biracial. Is it okay to recognize both sides of your ethnicity or multiple sides of your ethnicity when you have multiple sides to represent? Yes, that is okay. So this isn't something new that Trump came up with. This is something that he's taking from people who always ask certain black people to prove that they're black enough.
I mean, first of all, that was beautifully said. Does it also remind you, Al, and I don't know, of let me question Obama's birth certificate. It's always questioning the identity of someone. Let me just say, did he get a fair treatment here? He did say he wanted to go. A lot of people were surprised he wanted to go. This is how he felt like he was treated. Here is a sound up of that. Go ahead.
You have pushed false claims about some of your rivals, from Nikki Haley to former President Barack Obama, saying that they were not born in the United States, which is not true. You have told 4 congresswomen of color who were American citizens to go back to where they came from. You have used words like animal and rabbit to describe black district attorneys. Why should black voters trust you after you have used language like that?
Well, first of all, I don't think I've ever been asked a question so in such a horrible manner, first question. You don't even say, hello, how are you? I think it's disgraceful that I came here in good spirit.
What's your feeling on that? Was he treated unfairly there, Al? That was the very first question.
I think it was a fair, direct question, and he had an opportunity to answer it, and he chose to, go with the tone of the question, because I think that the question didn't matter at all. I think the tone was important, because he's there to show his supporters that in this room he's not going to cower to journalists, representing fake news, and much less a room of black female journalists. I think this was done on purpose for the optics. You have to think, if you are somebody that handles Trump's day-to-day, where he's going to appear, you're very strategic. It's not a mistake that he showed up at this event. You know it's not going to go great. Right. For even a regular candidate, they're going to hold your feet to the fire. So sending somebody like Trump up, who is known to fly off the cuff and say things that are offensive, I think this was something that he set in motion a long time ago. Almost any candidate that he's ever dealt with of any race has been questioned. I forgot who he was calling Pocahontas, which
Elizabeth Warren.
Elizabeth Warren. I think he's kind of testing the waters to see what works and what doesn't, because his team knows that what played in 2016 might not play the same way. But he's trying to rile up his base, which is what he does best.
Well, to your point, his team was not happy. They pulled him, Jeff. He was supposed to be there for an hour. 35 minutes in, as it was going, they pulled him immediately from the stage, said, this is over. I know you have 30 seconds left. I apologize. What did you feel about that?
I just wonder why. Why would he go there?
Right.
Like, what was his goal? Was he going to flip the people that he has offended the last decade or more? I just don't know what his goal was. And then to leave early, just don't go at all.
Exactly.
Right?
What's the play here?
Yeah, I don't know. We're getting into just social politics and identity politics rather than politics, which I'd probably complain about as well, because I don't like that either. But it's more so now, what side are you on? And if you're not on that side, then you're labeled something else. And I'm tired of it. I'm going to say that. I'm sure people are tired of me saying I'm tired of it, but I'm tired of it. You can't even have a debate anymore without being labeled something. So,
well, look, it's a way to get out of questions.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's really, like you said, Jeff, I would really like to hear something about a policy, child tax credit. What are we going to do for our teachers? What are we going to do for training our police officers? What are we going to do for our next pandemic? These are all things that when they happen, we're all standing around like my youngest son, Ford, like, what happened? We had plans in place for a pathogen. We had plans in place.
Obama left a full...
And they were dismantled.
Completely.
What's your plan?
Exactly. What is your plan, guys? Coming up on DBL, here's our plan. Simone Biles, goes for another gold at the Olympics today as the drama with her former teammate continues. What happened now? And comedian Kelsey Cook is telling us all about her first comedy special. It's dropping soon. Welcome back. There's a lot to watch at the Olympics, okay, today. Simone Biles, Suni Lee, I am so in, will compete against each other in the women's individual all-around. The U.S. women's basketball team will take on Belgium. There are also a number of swimming events, including the women's 4x200-meter freestyle relay, where Olympic champion Katie Ledecky is looking to lead her team to a gold medal. Speaking of which, I watched this entire thing. She crushed the competition last night in the 1,500-meter freestyle event. That's about a mile, guys, or longer. I'm not good with meters. She set a new Olympic record and finished more than 10 seconds ahead of everyone else. This is now her 8th gold medal and 12th medal in total over her career. Check out what she told reporters about what she was thinking about during the event.
Mentally, I was just using all of the tricks that I've used, through all these years of distance swimming. I have a lot of tricks up my back pocket. So, just counting down the number of 50s left, thinking about people in my life, my teammates, my family, my friends, just kind of positive self-talk.
I mean, it went on and on and on. With this win, Ledecky became the oldest American female swimmer to win gold in an individual race. She is so old. She is 27 years old. My God.
My age.
I know. What do you think of all this? I mean, she was meditative. It was sort of beautiful.
I don't think people realize or grasp how great she is.
I know.
And there's no appreciation for it. To take the best in the world and get into a pool and compete and win by 10 seconds, 1,000, 1,000. Like, that's the best in the world, not just people competing at the Park District.
Right.
This is really this is something on another level that we really need to appreciate.
And if you go back to that picture really quick, there's no one, I believe, else in the pool. It looks like no one's, that's because they're all behind her. It just looks like she's alone.
It looks like somebody photoshopped that.
That's right, and that's how she is in the swimming world. She's alone at the top. We also have an update on the feud between Simone Biles and her former teammate, Michaela Skinner. Simone Biles posted, I've been blocked on X, seemingly in reference to Skinner. Simone's teammate Suni Lee weighed in on the drama, posting and then deleting this comment. Quote, put a finger down if Simone Biles just ended you. In case you haven't been following the story, Simone Biles threw some shade after her team won gold earlier this week. People are assuming it's all over these comments Skinner made a month ago, for which she later apologized. Watch.
Besides Simone, I feel like the talent and the depth just isn't like what it used to be. I just noticed, obviously a lot of girls don't work as hard. The girls just don't have the work ethic.
So what do we think of Skinner blocking Simone? Is this growing?
Well, I think you have a right to block people. I feel like this is deeper than what we
Oh, I see.
Because there's like what people see, and then there's what actually happened. To me, if Simone Biles is making a comment about this at this time, this is a very deep issue within their group.
Yeah.
And people can feel how they want to feel about it. I find it very cathartic to get my stuff out as I'm ascending. And a lot of people do it that way. Some people say nothing at all. And all those things are perfectly fine.
And that's okay. How do you feel, Al?
I just feel like we're looking at a group of young women of varying ages, but they were all under very traumatic situations. Simone dealt with Larry Nassar, that monster at Michigan State. And, people deal with trauma differently. And you would think sometimes it would bring you together, but sometimes it pulls you apart.
There you go. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Kelsey Cook wears many hats. She's a comedian, a podcaster, a web series host, and a world champion foosball player. Her very first special is dropping next week on Hulu, and earlier we spoke to her all about it. Check it out.
Please welcome to the show comedian Kelsey Cook.
Yes. Your first special, The Hustler, is being released on Hulu after 3 million views on YouTube. That's super dope. Congrats.
Thank you.
Yes. Now, I'd love to hear about the first time. I do stand-up as well. I always want to know, what was the first time that you did stand-up and where was it?
Oh, God. So it was at the open mic night at my college's cafeteria.
Ideal venue for stand-up.
Ideal, yeah. Truly hell on earth. And, you know, you're like interrupting everybody's dinner, right? So there are just like lines of students walking past you to get to like the meatloaf. And you essentially are like a crazy person on the street just shouting stuff from a milk crate. So it was a weird way to start, but I brought some friends and I just felt like even getting some laughs, you get addicted so quickly. So thankfully it got better from there.
I love it. And in the special, you talk about the highs and lows of being single after you got divorced in 2020, but you're in a relationship now. So what are the highs and lows of living with a man again?
Oh man. Well, the highs are that he's such a doer. Like he loves projects and household chores. Like my version of hell is assembling an IKEA dresser. Like no amount of money makes me want to do that. And for him, he thinks that's like a fun puzzle for some reason.
I love to do
That's
stuff
my
like
husband.
that.
Yes.
Super happy about that. The downsides is that he's one of these people who has like the floordrobe.
Yep, that's my husband as well. Yep.
Okay, yeah, it's like there's like a clothes purgatory. I feel like when he wants to get undressed, he just like drops his clothes where he is, walks off, and then that location becomes Narnia. It's like he doesn't think that it's like that it doesn't exist to go back and pick them up. So that's like a small thing, but other than that, it's pretty great.
So you also talk about your mom's career advice in this special. That's got to be, I love getting outside advice from people. What's been the wildest thing that she suggested to you?
Oh, my sweet mom. She has told me that I should just call Jerry Seinfeld and ask to be on Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee.
Brilliant.
Oh my goodness.
So many moms did this.
Such a chill ass.
You hit such a nerve with a comic because people are like, why don't you just get your own show?
I know.
Just go there and tell them that your aunt thinks you're funny.
Yeah.
It's like, I feel you, sister. I got you.
Yes. Yeah, she's told me I should get Ellen on my foosball web series. And I'm like, yeah, I'm sure what Ellen wants to do on a Tuesday afternoon. Is a foosball YouTube web series.
Give her a call. All right, let me ask you about the weirdest fan interaction you've had at one of your shows.
So I had a joke that went viral online about my cat growing up, and that I didn't know what that would lead to, but then I did a live show last year, and in the middle of my set, a man just raised his hand like he was a child in school. Oh, and I was like, yeah, and he goes, I want to hear the cat joke.
Oh my God. That's not how it works.
Okay, I was like, well, I'm not a comedy DJ, so that's not how this works.
Well, I'm really interested in this because your parents are professional foosball players and international yo-yo champions.
What?
So, growing up, did everyone think that you had the coolest family ever? And I grew up with the foosball table in my basement, so I understand how complicated and cool this is.
The yo-yo thing, especially with my dad, when I was in like elementary school, that felt very cool, right? Because he would come to the school and do like yo-yo demonstrations. And then when I got to high school, I was like, if you come here with my yo-yos and your yo-yos, like I will never lose my virginity. You have to like cannot come in this building with yo-yos. So it took a turn, you know, in that puberty time where like you want to seem cool. But when I was young, it definitely, I think it was fun.
That's hilarious.
That's awesome.
Kelsey, congratulations on all the success. Thank you for joining us today. DBL Nation, be sure to watch her special, The Hustler, out August 9th on Hulu. Thank you again, Kelsey.
Great job, Kelsey.
We'll be right back. Thanks, Kelsey.
Guys.
Welcome back. We've got some great products from our friends at Morning Save. Check them out. All right, Steph, what do you have for us today? I want to go shopping.
First up, we've got the EMA 2-in-1 cordless stick vacuum.
Ooh.
You'll be able to clean with the power of a full-size vacuum with an easy-to-maneuver cordless vacuum. Now, quantities are limited, so make sure to order it immediately if you want one of these.
Got it.
Now, we have seen these prices high as $200. We've got this one, however, for $79.99. That's saving 60%. Also today, we've got the Malibu Sky multi-compartment wallet crossbody bag.
Ooh.
The bag has credit card slots and a front slip pocket for your phone. Plus, you can remove the crossbody strap and then use it as a clutch or a wallet.
Oh, that's smart.
Super Summer Steals are some of our hottest deals of the season, so you don't want to miss out on this. Now, this has been priced up to $48. We've got this for $10. That is saving everyone 79%. And these neutral colors never go out of style.
No, and they're good for all seasons.
Up next, we've got the Bib Home Premium 6-piece rayon from bamboo sheet set with Sure Grip straps.
I love this.
This is made of super soft 2000 thread count microfiber and bamboo blend.
Oof, oof, oof.
We've seen this as high as $99 to $139.
Yeah, I've seen those.
But guess what, Tori?
Tell me.
We've got this for $29.99 to $39.99. That's saving up to 71%.
And you can get, guys, a neutral or a fun color.
Our last product is the Spark Pod 9 Spray Setting Handheld Shower Head. And there are 9 different settings, such as rain, mist, and waterfall to personalize your shower.
Ooh.
Now, we have seen this priced up to $60.
Yeah, those get pricey.
We, however, have got this for $15.
Ooh.
That's savings of 75%.
Guys, head on over to morningsave.com to snag these amazing deals at the lowest prices, or you can even scan the QR code. It's right on screen. It will take you directly to all these products on Morning Save's website. Steph, thank you so much. Those are some killer deals out there, you guys.
I want that steamer.
Do you?
Yes.
Do you steam a lot at home?
Yes, I don't iron anymore, so it's just steaming.
I'm a steamer too.
What happened to ironing? My memories of
You only do it in a hotel.
That's kind of true.
Yeah.
And you have to be
That's true.
careful because it always leaves some type of stain on your
Yeah,
stuff.
that
That's why
brown
there's no
water
ironing.
stain.
Yes, exactly right. We'll see you same time, same place tomorrow. Bye, guys.